So is 2023 a good time to sell your house? That's the big question. Maybe it is for some, maybe it's not for others, but we'll get into it. Let's go. So is 2023 a good time to sell your property? I can tell you it's still a seller's market, but that doesn't mean that it's a feeding frenzy. So it's a seller's market, meaning that the buyers have slowed down, the inventory slowed down, but it's still a seller's market. So you're still kind of in the driver's seat. You just don't have people jumping on your property like a piranha, making multiple offers. And that's pretty much the same all around the country. Even though it's still a seller's market, it's still taking a little bit longer. So the average time to sell a property right now across the nation is about 36 days. But I tell folks, everything is hyper local. You have to get with a good qualified professional if you're going to list your property and find out how many days does it take to sell a property with your specific property in mind. Bedrooms, baths, square footage, subdivision, on the golf course, waterfront property, you get it. Now I can tell you, if your house for the most part is under $300,000, and I know some of you watching this going, you can't get nothing in my market for $300,000, and a lot of people are going, you can buy a mansion in my market for $300,000, because these videos go all across the United States. But for the most part, anything under $300,000 is selling within about 30 days or less on the market. And of course, people ask me, when's the best time to sell their house? Wayne, when should I sell my house? I tell people, it's a good time whenever you want to sell it, right? Coming from a real estate broker. But here's the deal. Here's where the rubber meets the road. For the most part, most homes are sold between the months of May, June, July, and the first week in August. And of course, school is the most obvious reason. Children are in school and people don't want to make that transition, make that move. But you have to understand, you'll have more people looky-loos. We get more people registering and looking and calling and all this other stuff when they're not even approved. The people that are ready and willing to buy a house and they're approved, they're excited. It doesn't really matter to them. You also have to consider 29% of the homes that were purchased in 2022 were first-time home buyers. And if you'll recall being a first-time home buyer yourself, it doesn't matter what month it is. You just want to purchase a house. It doesn't matter if it's snowing outside or if it's in a dead of summer or dead of winter or raining. Doesn't matter. So the point is, it's a good time to sell whenever you're ready to sell it. You're going to have more people looking for property in the summer months and less people looking in the winter months. But you're also going to have 3 times as many homes on the market, which is going to be your competition in the summer months as opposed to in the winter months. Get ahead of the curve. Don't wait until April if you're going to put your house on the market come spring or summer. You need to be doing that and getting it ready in the month of March. So what's really frustrating, a lot of people put their homes on the market and they don't sell. About 23% of the homes put on the market for sale don't sell with their first agent or their second agent. Sometimes you need to be the third agent. But it's not just the agent. It's price, it's condition, it's the terms, it's the location, plus the agent you select. And you can only control a few of those, but if you'll price the house right, make sure you're looking at data in real time on a computer with an agent coming into your house. They're showing you the buyers, they're showing you what they're going to do to market, promote, and advertise the property. And for me personally, I just think that everybody should be able to cancel their listing agreement. So if you're going to list with someone, make sure that they're not going to hold your feet to the fire. In other words, if they can't perform the job that you're paying them tens of thousands of dollars to do, you should be able to cancel that listing agreement at any time and have no cost incurred to you as the homeowner. It is your property. You're giving them permission to sell it. I just think you should be able to cancel the agreement at any time, but that's me. So is 2023 a good time to sell a property? I tell people it is a good time to sell a property because it's still a seller's market. There's still buyers wanting property out there. There's not as many homes on the market as there were this time last year, or the year before, the year before, the year before. You can see that just driving around and looking around. So that puts it in a seller's market based on the number of buyers that are out there. But I can tell you, it's still a good time to put your house on the market and sell your house because there's still people buying homes. You have to understand, listen to me, if you don't hear anything, listen to this. In 1981, the interest rates were 18.6%. In 1981, 2.1 million homes were sold. The National Association of Realtors has projected this year that we will see 4.8 million homes sold. I tell people it's a good time if you feel like it's a good time. You have to look at your own personal interest. Are you ready to move up to another home? Do you need a bigger home? Do you have more children now? Are you looking to downsize? Are you relocating to another part of town, a country, a state? It really depends on your personal situation. Will the property sell? Anything you put on the market right now, as long as it's priced within reason, you're going to sell that property within about 40 days or less. But once again, everything is hyper local. So get with a good real estate professional, qualified, interview agents. Don't be afraid to interview more than one agent and pick the one that you feel will bring you the most value when you sell your home. Best of luck.